Oh, how I wish I was the creative genius behind the two techniques I'm going to share with you in the next videos. The first is a layout technique that will really help you push the envelope with the variety of templates the Project Life app has to offer. It is called the Filmstrip Technique, and it's something you see on a few of the App Scrappers Facebook groups. And whoever came up with it, you are awesome. So here we go. Before we begin, I want to let you know that you will need to have access to Pick, Tap, Go in order to do this technique. And I want you to think of creating this layout in two parts. The first part is the main layout, and the second part is the layout with the photos you wish to place in a film strip. So let's go ahead and open up the app and navigate to the new page section. And I want you to scroll through the various templates and select a layout that has one of the 6x12 or 12x6 placeholders as your main layout. So if you scroll through here, we're going to come down and you can see, let's come down here to some of these big shot templates that are down here further in the list. So we've got Big Shot 1, Big Shot 3. I would stay away from those 1, 2, and 3 for just the moment. But things like Big Shot 6, Big Shot 9 would work out really well. Big Shot 12. So I think I'm going to work with, I think it's all the way down here at the bottom, and it's the Big Shot 30, right? This one right here. Okay, so you can see that I have a large 6x12 space and then 3 smaller placeholders for my photos. So now that we have our main layout template open, let's go ahead and drop in some pictures. Now do not drop anything into this large 6x12 area here. So I'm going to tap on this placeholder right here and come over to my photos. And I am going to use some of those photos that I took of my niece when I did her senior pictures. And I want to put this one, no, actually I want to put this one, where did it go? This one is going to go right here. And then this one I want to place here. And I do have this spot here that I'm going to put in a filler card. So what you want to do is just any of those open spaces that you're not going to put a picture in, just put in a filler card. And I want to come here to the Happiness Edition, or the Happiness Is Edition. And guys, I think this edition may have been a Stamping Up kit, one from Stamping Up, and they have since taken away the Stamping Up collection out of the Project Life app. But I like the glasses because Olivia's wearing glasses, and I think they match really, really great. So this is all I'm going to do with this page for the moment. I want to go ahead and X out of here, and it's just going to save it to my library. Now we are going to start a new layout. And this time, I want you to select a layout where you've got a definite center of photos that goes across the center of the page. And here's a helpful hint. If the large placeholder in your main layout is vertical, select a template for your film strip where the strip is going vertically down the middle of your page. If your large placeholder on your main layout is horizontal, then select a template with the placeholders that are in a horizontal direction. So on my main layout, we notice that the large open space, that 6x12 area, was in vertical format. So I am going to come down over here, and I want to use, I think it's a squared away template. It's this one right here, Squared Away 3. You can see that I've got a nice strip of photos and placeholders that are going down the center of my page. Now, one of the things I want to do, which I never do with my Project Life layouts, is change the color of the background. And in order to do this, I'm going to select that little icon up here at the top of my color palette, and I want to change my color selection to the Happiness Is edition. So where did that go? Right here. And then I just want to use this light khaki color like that. So now the next thing I want to do is place a photo in this large square here in the center. And I want to use the one picture of Olivia where she's looking out from behind her Harry Potter book. And in the rest of these squares, I'm going to select a placeholder card from the Happiness. Oop, I was already there and I lost it. From the Happiness edition. No, actually, I don't want to use the Happiness edition. I want to come back over to Just Add Color. The Just Add Color kit has a lot of square placeholder cards in it. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Let me get my alphabetical order here. Where is it? Oh, there we go. It's at the very end. Okay. So you can see that the Just Add Color edition has a lot of 2x2 filler cards, a lot of 2x2 journaling cards, and then also down here in the 4x4 filler cards, which is actually one of them that I'm going to use in the 2x2 placeholder. So I do like this little cream colored and polka dot card, and I'm just going to use that same card in the majority of these squares. I think I want to put it right here, one right here, and then this one, I like this little Hello, This Is Me card. I think it's super cute, you know, with Olivia peeking out from behind her book. Okay, I am not going to do anything else with these placeholders. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but when you export a page that doesn't have all of the placeholders filled in, those placeholders will take on the color of your background, okay? So, and what's nice about it is that you can see that I have my shadows, my drop shadows are on behind my placeholders. But when I export this, those drop shadows behind those empty placeholders are not going to be there. So let's go ahead and export this to my camera roll. And it is telling me that the layout is incomplete. Am I sure I want to export? Yes, I do. I want to export that. And I'm going to save the image to my library. And just for fun, let's come over here to my library and look at that for a moment. And I'm going to bring that up, and how cool does that look? Okay, it looks like I have these square pieces of paper and a square photo on a piece of khaki colored scrapbook paper. So now let's go back to our library in Project Life and add this photo, which is, this is a photo now, to our main layout. So I'm going to come back here, open up Project Life, come over to my library, and I'm going to come over here to more options. For some reason that layout isn't showing up in that main carousel there. So I want to view and edit page, and now I'm going to tap on this large placeholder, and then I'll navigate to my photo library and place this layout right inside like that. Now what I want to do is I want to rotate this particular picture in this large area. So I'm going to tap on my photo editing tools here, and I'm going to edit this in Pick, Tap, Go. I'm going to move my screen, and up here at the top, right up here at the top, you will see this little crop tool. So I want you to tap on that crop tool, and then you have this rotate option down here. So we're going to tap that, and when you do that, you can see that there is a rotate tool at the bottom where you see the numbers, and when you slide it to the left or the right, it's going to rotate that photo. Okay, so I'm going to keep it just like that, and you're going to hit apply and then hit done and look at what happens to your layout. So this is something you can experiment with. Try to use different templates for this film strip area. I think you could do some really cool things with templates like the squared away one that I have here, or there's, squared away 1, 2, and 4. You know, play around with the filler cards in the placeholders. Since we're just starting out with this, I would suggest using filler cards that have a pattern to them or are as a solid color. But as you get more comfortable, you may start to look at your filler cards differently and come up with some creative ways to use a different type of filler card, maybe one with a border, or experiment with it, have fun with it. So now let's take this film strip technique a little bit further and have some fun with the fonts that I downloaded and installed into the app. Move on to the next video where I will show you what I mean.